Hi, I'm David Oleski, and I'm going to talk to you about painting. Maybe you'll learn something. The way I paint is fairly structured and disciplined. It's the way I learned how to paint in art school. For a lot of people, painting is a lighthearted and fun experience. For me, not so much. You can see how the first thing I do is make sure the entire canvas is completely covered. I've always believed that the painting doesn't really start until you don't see white canvas anymore. Get everything covered with paint. I use a palette knife just to get it on really fast. And then you'll see I go over it and I break the surface with the brush. Once I get the whole thing covered, you have a pretty good idea of how the painting is going to look when it's finished. The only thing that's left is to make some more interesting colors, define some edges, define some depth, mass, weight, light, all those good things. And you can see it's real easy to just blend colors together. You can just use the brush and just scrub two colors together and make a third color in between them. A lot of painting seems to just be about blending, but the real challenge is trying to make those transitions actual color decisions, not just happy accidents. Like I said, the way I work is very deliberate and very disciplined. I don't look for happy accidents. I work my way through every single color. So you'll see the other way to do this is to scrape out the mud between the colors and then to mix a third color to lay on that transition. You could just mix those two colors together and make that third color on your palette. But it's a lot more interesting if you start from scratch and make an entirely new color and really study what happens where the form turns. I use a palette knife on my palette. I mix all of the colors. I use the brush to pick up the color that I've mixed and to lay it on to the canvas. You can see I'm just laying in the brush strokes, and then I go back and I mix another color and lay on another brush stroke. The painting always moves forward when all of your decisions are about adding new colors, not just rendering the colors you already have on the canvas. It's real easy to turn this into drawing with paint, but we're creating our shapes through color. You get into a rhythm, you start mixing colors and laying them in. It's like building a mosaic, except you are custom creating every single piece of the mosaic. And you're not afraid to scrape out a section and rebuild it. You can always improve. The idea is to learn from everything you're doing. Like I keep saying, everything has to be deliberate. The colors you create, you lay it in a very specific place. You may not use that color anywhere else. I hope this was helpful. Sometimes just seeing a few details worked out in front of you can help you understand. The real understanding comes with an in-depth study of color theory. I'll teach you that in another video.